Hello and welcome back. This is the in the stream promised video. Watch it, enjoy it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I just took the time to fiddle a bit with the physics engine. So what I did is basically take this wall, give it a rigid component, and give it an additional collision box. You need to give it the additional collision box for the because otherwise you would just walk or clip through it. This is part of the rigid body thing. But first I tried, as you can see, I'm walking against it. This is because of the extra mesh that extra collision box that I put on top of it. First I tried to build a so what I wanted to build was like a cannon or a catapult. The idea is actually from the stream when I saw Kim build when I saw one of the streamers build a castle wall. I was like, yeah, this looks cool, now I want to siege it. And the next idea I had was, wait, I probably can, because physics. He built the wall from the same object that I used for the wall. So I think this is the same wall space, and here you see that I tried to build a cannon barrel. I used the tube, and then I added rigid then I added collision boxes so that the ball would actually not clip through the pipe or through the barrel. I wasn't at this point I wasn't completely sure how the rigid body and the normal mesh collision interact, so I tried it this way. And my idea, so first I tried and tested if it actually rolls and if it actually is hindered by if it collides with the barrel, or if it just clips through. So that's step one, and as you can see, this works. So collision so far is fine. And next I wanted to give it some kind of shooting mechanism, so I need something to accelerate the cannonball. And my idea was to simply put another collision object behind it that would accelerate it. My idea here was to make a block, give it the give it a move component, and when it stops, the ball should have enough impulse on its own to move. This was the idea that I had. So this is what I set up. Simple move component starts at the beginning of the level, movement speed, etc. And then I noticed that objects that have a move or rotate or any component like this simply, as you will see, clip through rigid objects. I tried this multiple times with different ideas and it didn't work, so this is another idea that I had. Basically, this is the basic idea with which I tried this out before in a test level, so that I knew it would actually work before I make the video. What is possible is that the ball is moving along a I don't know the English term, but it moves along this wedge, and it accelerates like a physics object, like a ball would, like any physics object would. So I basically built a ramp and a starting point. What I also noticed is that the rigid object, even if it has gravity, will float in the air, and you will see that in a bit when it loses contact with the ground. So basically, if you have a moving object under it, and the moving object moves away from the rigid object, as long as you don't touch it, it keeps floating, which can probably be used in some spaces where you have an object that you want to fall on touch or something, like a rigid object that falls in touch. You can do that. Just suspend it on another object that moves away. You will see that in a bit. Here I'm basically just setting up the top of the ramp so that we actually have something to go with. Actually also shortened the distance here, so actually the ramp in the end, when I was done, was almost touching the wall and not be a few feet away, but that's a minor distance. So the ball actually has a density of 50,000 at this point, or at the point where I made the starting clip. And this is what I'm talking about with the additional object. I wanted to have the ball lay on the area because I wasn't sure I could move it with my player character anymore. So I decided to have a rotating platform on it that basically tilts away and the ball moves. But right now the rigid objects do not react to the they do not react to the movement components. I even tried to add the physics component and played around with friction and the likes, but to no avail. The thing is the same. It doesn't react to the actual surroundings or to the movement of the non-rigid objects. So that's what I was trying to show off. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you guys around.